The Sandals Foundation is all about investing in Jamaica and the Caribbean communities. They recognize the importance of early childhood education and continue to impact students and teachers in and around the region.
The Sandals Foundation was founded in 2009. Since then to date, we have raised over $35 million of cash and kind, of which 100% goes to the community project. That's a bit of an amazing accomplishment, that we focus on the environment, we focus on community, and we focus on education.
Infrastructure at schools, teacher training, and then of course making sure our schools have the right supplies and technology, really to give our children the best opportunities. Education has been a big focus for us.
This project is an amazing project, because this project here with the West End Infant School in Negril is an example of working with the community, working with our visitors from overseas to help us raise funds, working with the government of Jamaica. The Chase Fund has been an instrumental part in actualizing this opportunity.
It's really a way of expanding on the work that Sandals and Beaches have been doing in the community for over 35 years. With so many guests, so many team members that really want to get involved, so we just really presented an opportunity so they can get involved in environmental, community and education programs here in the Caribbean and all the islands where we operate. And so now it's really for the ministry to work alongside us to keep it going. We've started with 68 children. The capacity is 160 children, so we really want to see by next September, full occupancy and all the children really thriving here.
I think the most rewarding thing that we could get from this investment here is to see the graduating classes and the children's getting higher and higher levels. So the minister said in the early childhood education that we were at 98% as on opening day. No school has ever in this category has ever opened in Jamaica with a 98% compliance. And in the next month, with a bit more training, we'll be at 100%. So the transfer of that knowledge onto the little children, seeing them matriculate to the next level and turning into stalwart Jamaicans doing great things for their country, that's the objective here at the end of the day.
Every day we learn new things, and partnerships really are the way to go. So this public-private partnership is just a way for us to build upon the greatness and really provide the best education for our children here in Jamaica, which is, the future is limitless when you have the right education.
It's my honour today to be here as part of the team that first visited the basic school and was moved by the hard work of the school team down there in educating the kids with their passion and their excitement. And it's great today to see that we've now encouraged and built the wonderful facility next to us through the Sandals Foundation to continue that hard work and continue the education of the kids within Negril, and to be part of that, to be part of their growth, so they can continue the good work that starts over there and continues going through the infant schools. It's good news to see this facility.
The investment here of $111 million has created a school with 8 classrooms, each with their own resource area, a kitchen, dining room, sick bay, administrative offices, staff and student bathrooms, and of course this beautiful play area. I am very proud to say that all of this was done in less than 8 months.
We at Chase, we understand and we underscore the value of early childhood education, not only to the individual, but also to the society. We understand early childhood education, it being a learning situation, a learning environment.
This is an awesome project, one that hopefully we can replicate further right here in Negril, but right throughout the 14 parishes of Jamaica, and for that matter, right through the Caribbean. So I think everybody should feel proud.
What you have done here today has allowed us to realize that we can face reality and soar to excellence.
Say that anybody that is still doubting the economic impact and what tourism can do, please come down here to Negril, to this West End Basic School, Infant School, and take a look at what we've been able to do. This is sustainable tourism in motion. Sandals is a company, self-started by a Jamaican, Gordon Wood Stewart, from absolutely humble beginnings. It's a self-made story, and as a part of the journey that we've been on over the last 36 years, we've tried to do everything we can, just like this, to be able to give back to the communities, but probably most importantly within Sandals in and of itself, beyond the accolades and beyond the beauty of where we've developed hotels is the training and development. So Sandals Resorts International is the only hotel chain in this hemisphere that has an international accredited corporate university, working with universities like FIU, University of the West Indies, Ryerson out of Canada, the American Hotel and Lodging Institute, whereby you can come to Sandals as a team member, you know, with the ability to, or inability to even read and write. And we will train you from that level. You can go all the way to getting your master's or your PhD paid for by the organization. So the Sandals Corporate University is a major part of everything that we represent. And again, it's back to on a different level, the same concept we've done here with the Grill basic school, right? So in this execution, we're focused on children between the ages of 0 to 5. In Sandals, we're focused on team members at any stage of their adult life. Sandals is a very different organization. We do things very different. We look at investing in people as not not anything less than it's our duty. You know, the trick to anything in life is to have balance. So there will always be entry-level products. There'll always be the sort of middle of the tier. Sandals Resort sits at the top of the all-inclusive. And why that's important for a country like Jamaica is not only the prestige that Jamaica gets in the marketplace, so more and more visitors are inspired to come to Jamaica, but the economic dollars that those individuals bring to Jamaica is what we will feel in the community. So individuals staying in these suites, they will be going on lots of tours, they will be spending money in the community as a craft market. So there's always a direct correlation between how much money I guess paid per night to stay in a hotel versus how much they spend in the community. So Sandals is very proud to lead the industry as the most premium all-inclusive chain, not just in Jamaica but in anywhere in the world. In any industry we have to continue to reinvent ourselves and find out what's next for the vacationer. And as usual, Sandals is on the cutting edge with innovation, and this is it. And they stand as the most expensive accommodation per key ever built in Jamaica's history. And for that, I'm sure we're going to see great returns. And already, they're booked months and months out. I think tourism is evolving overall, and we'd like to see more engagement within the community. The travelers these days are seeing more and wanting more authenticity. We formed Island Roots Caribbean Adventures to get people, the visitors in our hotels, out of the hotels more and more. We think we have a real opportunity with sport. I mean, we are at the top of the top right now with what Usain and Johan and Shelly-Ann and all of them have done for the country of Jamaica. The spotlight is on us, and we just keep producing these unbelievable athletes. So we think there's such a thing as sports tourism that exists around the world, and we're doing it in a small spectrum today, but I think we could do much more. And you're seeing things of, what we call sort of knowledge tourism, whereby big major corporations come to Jamaica. They bring their entire organization, or 100 people, or 500 people, or 2,000 people. They do the work of the business. So they talk as a conference, and then they stay on another 3, 4, 5 days. They go to the Blue Mountains, they go to Duns River Falls, they go river rafting, they eat the jerk on the side of the road, and they see and feel emotionally what it is that Jamaica offers, why we're so competitive in this space. So I think tourism is just warming up in Jamaica. We have a lot of landmass still to be able to develop, but more importantly than that, we have amazing features. We have the rivers, we have the mountains, we have the beaches, we have the food, we have the culture, the birthplace of reggae music. I mean, I can just keep going on and checking off the amount of wins that Jamaica has. And tourism is going to continue to be the leading industry in foreign exchange earnings and economic impact.
The development report continues right after this.